Hello everyone, I am Aditi Borua, working as an assistant professor in MBA department, Shobha Saria Group of Institutions. So today the topic that we'll be talking about is product life cycle. So we will be talking about a product that goes through different cycles or stages when it comes up to the market for the very first time. So starting off with, let's first know about the contents, about the things that we'll be covering today in our topic. That is, we'll be studying about what a product is, then we'll be talking about a definition of product life cycle, then the stages of product life cycle. Then I have quoted here some examples where in our particular market some products are in different stages. Then we'll be talking about marketing strategies that are being used in the PLC, that is product life cycle. So moving to the next slide, what a product is. So students, the word product, I guess it is very much known to each and every person. A product might be an item, it might be any object, it might be any kind of substance that is being manufactured or produced by a marketer in order to satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. Every customer in the market, every individual customer in the market has some kinds of needs, wants and desires, and every marketer every day comes up with a new idea in order to fill the gap in the market and between the customers. This is where a marketer comes up with a product, a new idea. So that is what a product is. I hope the word product is quite familiar to you now. Okay students, now let's come to the next slide, which is the main topic that we are going to study about today, that is product life cycle. So first, knowing about product life cycle, let's first know who propounded the word product life cycle. The word product life cycle was propounded by Raymond Vernon in the late 1950s. He was the person who took out the word product life cycle. Now according to him, the definition that Raymond Vernon has stated is: a new product progresses through a sequence from introduction to growth to maturity and decline. So here, introduction to growth to maturity and decline. These are the 4 stages that every product goes through. This sequence is known as product life cycle and is associated with the changes in marketing situations. So students, as like we say that every human being has a particular life cycle, starting off with his birth until the death of a person. So this is where a person goes through a life cycle. That is how a product also goes through a particular life cycle, which starts from entering into the market for the very first time, then how it grows into the market, how it becomes saturated, that is the maturity stage of the product, and then comes the last stage, the decline stage, where the product rather stays with that particular profit itself or is being vanished from the market. These are the 4 stages that every product goes through when it enters into the market. So this life cycle of every product has to go through certain situations also, marketing situations, and different kinds of marketing strategies are to be taken up when this different stages are being seen in every product. So marketer has to very closely keep an eye and do a product life cycle analysis of each and every product when it is in particular stage. This is what is called a product life cycle, a sequence or a stage that every product goes, starting off from the introduction, growth, maturity until the decline of a product. So I hope the definition is quite clear to you students, what a product life cycle is. Now let's move to the next slide, that is the stages in PLC. As we have talked about the 4 stages in our previous slide, here is a diagram related to this, where I have shown you through this particular diagram how a particular product comes up and goes down, that is declines in a particular market, where it starts off for the very first time, then the growing stage when the particular product is growing in the market. Then comes the maturity stage, where a product has become matured and people are quite well known to your product now. And then comes the decline stage, where the product rather vanishes or stays in the market with the going on profits only. So these are the 4 stages that each and every new product or even a product of a particular renowned brand comes into the market for the very first time. So now students, let us know about all these stages one by one more precisely. The first one is introduction stage. What is an introduction stage? The word itself is making you understand. An introduction stage is a stage where a new product is being introduced into the market for the very first time. So in this stage, a marketer, when comes into this stage, the first stage, has to use lots of money, because it is a stage where thorough research and development is to be done for the product that is going to come up to the market for the very first time. Then the consumer testing, then the marketing needs. All this requires lots of money, huge amount, huge cost. So a marketer should be ready with the amount that is going to be used in the market when a product or an idea comes up into the marketer's mind. So that is what introduction stage is. Introduction stage is a stage where you are required to make your consumers aware about your product, and you can make your consumers aware about your product only through one medium, and that is promotional strategy. Only when you have a very good promotional strategy, then only you are going to make people knowledgeable about your product. This is what you do in your introduction stage. Introduction stage is a stage where your product sales are very low. The profits that you're going to gain will be very less or even no profits. The demand will be low because people are not aware about your product. So the introduction stage is a stage where a marketer should be very calm and patient when he or she comes up with his product for the very first time. So that is what is called an introduction stage. Then comes the growth stage. Growth stage is the stage where your product is in the market and people know it. You have made your consumers aware about your product now. You have made a strong growth, and a relation has built up between you and your customers, your product and your customers. So this is the stage where your sales are going to increase. You will have a strong growth in your sales and profit also. Your total profit, your overall profit is going to increase in this stage, the growth stage. The growth stage is a stage where you're going to get a benefit from the economies of scale. Economies of scale means doing large production. So this will happen only when you have more demand. So a growth stage is a stage where your product is going to be well known to your customers. They are going to demand for the product, and when they demand for the product, you will have a benefit on your economies of scale. So this is a stage where you're going to get huge profit. So this is what a growth stage is. I hope growth and introduction stage is clear to you. Now let's move to the next stage, that is the maturity stage. Every product comes to a maturity stage. A maturity stage is a stage where your people are now quite much well known, have started using your product so much that it has become a saturated market. A market where the extent of fulfilling everything has raised to the end. Now it is a stage where you need to have some modifications or some improvements to your product. You need to invest very wisely to your product. Only when you know that what your competitors are doing, because when your competitors bring up new things, new unique features to the similar kind of product they have in the market, your product somewhere hides behind your competitor's product. So in this stage, you need to be very precisely and thoroughly thinking about what decisions are to be taken regarding your product improvements and modifications. This is where the maturity stage comes. You need to have a competitive advantage to your product in the maturity stage. Maturity stage is a stage where the objective is to maintain the market share. Maintain the market share means where you are in the market, you need to maintain it, because if you lose that, then you're going to lose the market, you're going to lose the customers that you have. So this maturity stage is a very difficult stage that every product goes through. And the last one is decline stage. Eventually, students, each and every product comes up to the decline stage also. But when wise decisions are taken in the maturity stage itself, then for some products coming to the decline stage is like the percentage is low. But still, there are products that come to the decline stage also. Now, decline stage is a stage where the market for your product will start shrinking. It will start shrinking. People are now might be bored with your product, might be they are getting something very new from some other competitive products which are similar to yours, something more unique that they are getting from the marketers, from the other marketers. So this is the decline stage where your product is in the stage where it might be dropped. The decision is all in the hands of the marketers, whether he wants to stay with the original product itself and gain profit which he is getting, normal profit that he is getting, or else drop the product and move to some other segment or some other product. This is what a decline stage is. A stage where consumers start switching and a stage where your product is shrinking in the market. This is the decline stage. So students, the 4 stages that we have talked about here: introduction, growth, maturity and decline. Every product goes through each and every stage in the market. So the marketing strategies that every marketer has to take should be very much wisely taken, because in every stage, every new many new technological advancement will happen. So coping up with those technological advancement and difference in the taste and preference of the consumers, marketers, every decision should be very wise. So this is about the stages of product life cycle. Now let's move to the next slide, where I have taken some examples of particular stages that some products are in right now. Let's see in which stage which product is right now. I have taken some products only. There are much more products that are in many stages right now. I have taken some of them here. The first one is holographic projection. I hope students you are familiar about this technique or technology that is now in a trend, which is in the introduction stage 2, the holographic projection. It is a technological advancement that has happened in this new era. This is a stage where this is a product, you can say, that through different dimensions shows you things without physically having it in your hand. So this is what a holographic projection is, where you see 3D projections with your naked eyes. This is in the introduction stage right now. Next comes growth stage. Growth stage, now tablets and PCs, these are on the growth stage. People still using it. Many new features and configurations are coming in this tablets and PCs. So you can say that yes, tablets and PCs are now in the growth stage. Then the example for maturity stage, that is laptops. Laptops are now in the maturity stage, where marketers has to take very wise decision whether what new features and configurations are to be done to the laptops. So if the laptop companies do not take wise decisions in this maturity stage, then they would somewhere vanish and tabs and PCs would take the place of laptops. So this is the maturity stage of laptops. And the last one is decline stage. Decline stage, there you can see here the typewriters. The typewriters are now in the decline stage. the decline stage where the typewriters are, you can't see this typewriter thing in the market now. No people, none of the people are using it. Instead of typewriters, people are using computers, laptops, tabs, PCs now. So this is such an item that has now vanished from the market. This typewriters, you might see it somewhere in the courts or in some very old government offices. Some government offices still use typewriters. So, but it is in the decline stage where people have stopped using it, and many new new features related more to be used products have come instead of typewriters now in the market. So these are the 4 examples, students, that I have quoted here, wherein you can see some products which are in different stages right now in the market. Now let's move to our next slide, that is marketing strategies of PLC. Marketing strategies, the strategies or techniques that are to be used in different stages when a product is in different stages. We will be talking about each and every phase and the strategies that are being used by every marketers in each and every phase. So first, starting off with the introduction phase. Introduction phase, the phase where a product is very new in the market for and it is in the stage where it is to be introduced and to enter with high cost, right? So there are some strategies that are being used in the introduction stage, that is rapid skimming strategy, slow skimming strategy, rapid penetration strategy, and slow penetration strategy. Now let's first talk about skimming and penetration. These are 2 different words that are being used here. Other than that, rapid and slow, it is being continuously used in 4 points. Now what is skimming and what is penetration? Let's first talk about this. Skimming. Skimming is a strategy where a product, when launched into the market, initially comes in high price and lowers by time. That is what a skimming strategy is. A marketer, when brings a product with the skimming strategy in the market, then initially it keeps the product's price high, and then by time, when it launches something related to this with new features, then the one which was being introduced in the market, firstly the prices are kept low of that. So initially prices are high, then the prices goes down by time. That is what skimming strategy is. Then comes penetration. Penetration strategy is a strategy where initially prices are kept low, and then by time the prices are higher when new features come up with new models come up with the product. So this is what skimming and penetration is. Let me give you an example of skimming and penetration. Skimming, for example, iPhones. The company, Apple company, so now when it initially comes up with any kind of product, it keeps the initial price always high, and then when the next model comes up with unique features and new features, then the previous one lowers down. So this is what is called skimming strategy. And then penetration, for example, Samsung mobile phones, initially they come up with low prices, and then when they grow up with different models or new features with new mobile phones, then the prices becomes higher of that later ones that are coming into the market. So that is what are the examples of skimming and penetration. There are much more different products that are in that uses this kind of strategy, skimming and penetration. Now in the introduction phase, there are 4 strategies that are being used by marketers, that is a rapid skimming strategy, slow skimming strategy, rapid penetration strategy and slow penetration strategy. Now talking about them one by one, let's first start with rapid skimming strategy. Rapid skimming strategy is a strategy where high promotion and high cost is kept for a product. The promotion and the cost in the rapid skimming strategy is high. That is what a rapid skimming strategy is. So let's take an example of iPhones itself. High promotion, they do, yes, they do put money on their promotion, and plus the cost for the particular iPhone is kept high. So that is where iPhones are. In the introduction stage, they use the strategy called rapid skimming strategy. Next is slow skimming strategy, where low promotion but cost is high. A stage where promotion is low but the cost is kept high, that is called slow skimming strategy. For example, you take any luxury item like a luxury car or a luxury bike, Harley Davidson bikes or Rolls Royce. So they do not promote their product much, but they keep the cost high. The objective behind this is they know there is a premium segment of people who are going to buy their product and who are loyal to this to their products. That particular segment is where this companies focus on. They use the strategy called slow skimming strategy in the introduction phase. Then comes rapid penetration strategy. Rapid penetration strategy is a strategy where cost is kept high promotion but cost is kept low. The cost is low but the promotion is high. That is in the rapid penetration strategy. What example could be here? Let's take the example of Jio, the Reliance company. They used the rapid penetration strategy when they were introducing their Jio mobiles and Jio SIMs in the market for the very first time. They did very high promotion, but the cost of the SIM cards and the mobile phones were kept low. The objective behind this was to grab more and more customers and to grab more and more market share. This is where this is the kind of strategy Reliance used in order to make their SIMs or mobile phones aware into the market. Then comes the last one, that is slow penetration strategy, where low promotion and also cost is kept low. It is a stage where both the things are kept low, that is low promotion and low cost. Let's take the example of Hero company, a well-known company. Students, I have told you in our first, in the third slide might be I told you that a product life cycle can take place for a new product also and also for a renowned product which comes with some kind of new products, right? So let me take an example of Hero. So Hero company which manufactures bikes, so it uses the strategy slow penetration, that is promotion is kept low and also cost is also kept low, because they know they have a particular market of a particular base of people in the market who know their product very well. They have a particular base who are aware about their product and who are getting attracted to the low cost also. So for them, keeping the promotion less is quite profitable because the brand name itself is giving them new and new customers. So here benefits are being taken by keeping the production costs low, and the cost of the product is kept low in order to attract more and more customers. This is what happens in the slow penetration stage. So I hope this 4 stages in the strategies in the introduction phase are quite clear to you. Now let's move to the next one, that is growth stage. So growth stage, there are 4 strategies that marketers use in the growth stage, that is improvement in products, entering into new segments, improving the distribution networks, and reducing prices. In the growth stage, that is the stage where now the product is getting aware and people are coming to know about your product, your sales are growing because you have a good demand of your product, you are capturing a good market share in the market. Now what you need to do is improve more and more of your product, bring something new to your product, and also since you have made a brand name or a name of your product and your company in the market, you can also enter or tap into the untapped markets which you think are a good segment for you, where you can make profit and make your product more knowledgeable and aware to the people. So you can also enter into new segments. And improving the distribution networks means the channel that you use to from the manufacturer to reach until to the customer, the channel, you can also improve the channels, you can increase the channels. Might be previously you used only the might be you were a first level distributor, that is manufacturer to the customer, directly to the customer, and you found out that if you bring up a distributor or an agent in between your distribution channel, you could even get more and more customers and make profit. So you can improve your distribution networks too in the growth stage. And also reducing prices. If you feel that reducing prices will give you more and more customers and will make a customer base more and more effective, then even you can do this when you are in the growth stage. So these are the marketing strategies that are being used in the introduction and growth stage. Now let's move to the next slide, and that is maturity stage. Maturity stage is a stage where you are in a saturated market now, where product modification and improvement is very much required, where every investment is to be done very precisely. Now in this stage, there are 2 strategies that a marketer can take up. The first one is market modification and the second one is product modification. Market modification means a modification to be done in the market where you can convert the users into non-users, where you can make people know, make your users know that there are different benefits of using your product. You can show them that if not like this, you can use our product like this also. There are many different types of things that you can do when you are in the maturity stage and going for market modification. Market modification is done in order to convert those users, those non-users into users. Then comes product modification. Product modification means here you can do modification by bringing something new to your quality, means quality improvement, feature improvement, cost improvement. Many kinds of modifications could be done with your product to stay in the maturity stage and not move into the decline stage. So these are 2 strategies that could be used in the maturity stage. And comes the last one, that is the decline stage, where your product is in the stage where you take a decision whether you should continue with the original itself, means whatever profit you are getting, stick with that profit, be it less, but still let go with that particular product and the profit itself. Let's not do anything to it more, or whether improve it in this stage also. You can also try for improvements in this stage too, or else drop the product. Stop with the product and let it vanish and now use your money or profit in some other products. These are the 3 strategies that you can do in the decline stage. So students, I hope all the 4 strategies are quite clear to you. and the product life cycle, the topic, the whole topic is clear to you, whatever I have made you understand. So I would be coming up with some new topics in our further classes. Thank you.